Hello there, friends. Welcome back, or welcome. If it's your first time here, this is Domas walking in the forest again. Wanted to start today by a thing I thought about, and it's encouragement. You guys are awesome. Well done for another week, for lasting throughout the weekend. Maybe you had some fun on the weekend. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you just chilled, and that's good too. Wanted to say that you're amazing. Thank you for doing a great job to bring the consciousness of this world to a better place. And people might not be ready for what you have to bring to this world yet. People might not be ready for the energy that you have. People might not be ready for the punch that you're bringing. And it's okay. You know, sometimes you gotta brew the soup for longer before you serve it. You know, you have to make sure it's nice and tasty, you know. When you serve it, nobody can say no to it. So, you know, whatever you have to bring to this world, whatever creation you have for this world, even if it's just yourself, your personality, your whole being, you know, the world might not be ready for it. So the world might not be ready for you, you know, the way you are. So somewhere I heard that you always have to wait for an invitation. Maybe it was just my chart or something, but wait for an invitation. Don't go to some place just because you had a thought about going to some place. Don't text people that you just thought about or maybe you're doing out of habit. You know, just wait for an invitation, you know. Sometimes we offer our help without anybody asking, and that help might be unnecessary, or it might not be even help. It might be actually obstructing the way for people, and you're there like a distraction for the person. So you need yourself the most, you know. Be there for yourself, because you are the most important person in your life. So make sure you know that. You're the strongest person that you know, because you really only know yourself. You can't know anybody else the way you know yourself. Everybody else is just completely different. Imagine if you could jump into somebody else's shoes. All the parameters, all the functions would be out of place, you know. It would be such chaos. So everything in your life is well adjusted for you, and every single day you're like adjusting it a little bit more and a little bit more, and you know, you've got it. Like, you've got the way things are sorted out for you right now. You're doing it. You're doing it every day. You're pushing through, and you're a master at your own game. So play it right and be honest to yourself why you're doing certain things. Be honest about your motivations. What do you want from this life, and other people as well. Like, maybe you want attention. Maybe I want attention. Maybe that's how I learn, is through reflection through reflecting with other people. And sometimes, sometimes the thing that you're looking for the most, you feel like you're going after something, and you feel like you're very close to getting it. You feel like you're at an arm's reach of the thing, and it just keeps slipping away. It just keeps like getting out of the way. You feel like you almost got it. And then you say, fuck it, I'm not gonna go after it anymore. I'm just gonna do what I have to do in order to survive. And all of a sudden, it just comes to you without you even trying. And this whole time, you needed to just give up. Give up your wanting, give up your need for the thing that you were striving for, reaching for, desiring for. And the lesson was to let it go. So I think that's the lesson for today, is letting it go, letting people go, letting desires go, letting life flow for yourself and for others. Live and let other people live. Live, laugh, love. But it's true. You kind of have to let other people do their thing and not get in their way, and not get in your own way with your desires, with your wants and needs. Your higher self, yourself, your own self is doing things. It's going forward. It's making things happen. But you, with your own desires, might be getting in the way for your higher self to do certain things. I think it's important to tune in with the higher self and to get to know what the higher self wants to do. So when the higher self is, when you are quiet, when your own being is quiet, your physical body is quiet, you can really hear your inner voice. You can really hear what it's telling you. And sometimes it will only tell you to rest. It will only tell you to be quiet. It will only tell you to stay focused on the main goal, because for example, I jump around through my goals and dreams, and I like switch places with what I want to do. I'm like, this is what I have to do. Oh no, this is what I have to do. Oh, the next day I'm doing something different. But all of that is good, I think. But you really, really have to be like honest with yourself, like what you really want from life. And sometimes we don't know. Like our higher self knows better. So let's consult with that guy or girl. I don't know, myself wants to go for walks, and wants to communicate, collaborate, work with other people. But that's not what you will always get from the world. Sometimes the world will say, no, you have to be on your own. You have to work on your own, and that's okay too, It will always push you, it seems like it will always push you to do the thing that you want to do the least, the hardest thing. And that's interesting, to see where the pen is being pushed, like what direction, Like when you take a pen to write and you think about writing something, and you write what you thought about, and then you read it and it's not as good as it thought it will sound, and then you just kind of let the pen go. You let it do what the pen should do, and it's just like move freely, like write freely. And sometimes some like miracle will happen where good things will come out of it, like without you even trying. It's some other force takes over. And I don't know, for me it's interesting to see what will come out, what will come out of that pen, of that hand, just what will manifest. It's exciting. It's much more exciting than consuming something. It's much more difficult too, because it's much easier to consume rather than, it's much easier to consume rather than create something. You just eat it all up, and it's never enough. And it's harder to step away from it the more you do it, the more it's harder to step away from it. But when you are creating, it's hard to keep creating. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. But if it gets easy, it doesn't mean like that it's good, Maybe if it's easy, maybe if it's too easy, maybe you need to change your perspective or angle or something. But sometimes it doesn't have to be too difficult. Things don't have to be too difficult. Maybe things should be easy. Maybe we should like glide like silk on water. Because I'm like always coming up with these difficult formulas, and difficult doesn't always mean good. It can mean the opposite. So be aware of that. But actually be aware of yourself, because I might be talking a bunch of shit. I don't know shit. I'm really like coming up with what I need to do in the spur of the moment. I've like locked myself down to this town that I'm in, and I knew if I do that out of boredom, out of not having enough or a lot of options, I will just create something. I'll make something. And now I'm just making something, making these videos at least, but some other stuff too. But it's hard to focus. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try. So I want to say I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Keep doing the work that you're doing. You're amazing. You're a miracle in the human body. You're wonderful. Keep encouraging yourself to do things, to do difficult things, to do easy things. Keep encouraging others too, because I thought about this, why people are so easy to judge negatively, and it's so difficult to praise somebody for good stuff. Because when we did something bad, we would instantly get judged, we would instantly get scolded, because we're so used to scolding, we're so used to negatively talking to ourselves and other people, and judging. But when somebody does something good, we also look at it in a negative way. We think like, why did he do it like that? What does he want from that? What's the reason that he did that or she did that, And it's like, just praise the motherfucker, just like say thank you for doing that, or like well done for doing that. Like, don't fucking judge everybody just because you're judging yourself. Like, big them up, you know? Big them up. Well done. So well done to you. And yeah, be an example for other people of how one should be. It's difficult. It's difficult for me. I need to follow my own advice, so don't think that I'm doing all of these things every single day. I spend most of my time on my own, so I'm probably not the one to be talking. So anyway, love you guys. Thank you for being on this channel. Thank you for listening. And hopefully you have a nice rest of the day, and or morning or evening or nighttime. And hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Lots of love. Take care and peace.